Ụmụ Igbo niile ekene m unu. Biko ihe a gbasara vidio ndị omenala ụzọ asị bụ ndụ nọ na-esekuleti na Facebook na everywhere gbasara this interview Peter Obi grantly this interview ebe ọ sị that na he will turn night vigil to night work, that na church dị too much nka cause ịma na ihe na-eme anyị bụ ndị mmadụ ama mmadụ reason o ji eme. Okay, let's say this. Everybody na shout no vote to Peter Obi, vote to Peter Obi, ma Hausa ma Igbo ma Yoruba. Let me say, join these three tribes get out together 100. At least 70% of vote from all. Now nke eme no win kwe na court ka ha gacha court. Uchechukwu abụrụ uche mmadụ. Now na see the reason meru na Peter Obi win. Because since ọ nọ na-akọ ya ọ ga-emerụ Nigeria, ọ sị na ọ ga-eme nke ọzọ. It's only this interview ọ ga last. That is the only time o meghere ọnụ si that na ọ ga-close church, he will pull down churches. I think this is the reason Chukwu na-achọrọ ka o win this election. Because he sees church as no ya bụ the problem of the country and not the government of this country. You can imagine na mmadụ ga-ebini by 7 o'clock gaa club ma 8 o'clock, then nọkata na club, gbakata club 4-5 a.m. in the morning. Ebe ọ na-asụkọ ndị ego, ebe ọ na-smoke, ebe ha na-drink, going naked in club. He did not talk about it because he felt that na ọ deme young youths affect. He felt like it's not the problem of the country. Yes, people are working there and they are paying them. But do you know the kind of thing, the thing na damage na down? The workers never, an innocent person ọbụla gaa na club ga-alụcha ọrụ pụta, we never remain the same. We never remain the same. Ọbụna ọ dị 100, ọbụna ọ dị 99% good, oge wofugo dị 30 something na all depend kwere mgbe ọ pụtalo. Then ibulu a Christian gana alụ na club like that, ịpụta you will still not remain the same because if you check it ihe niile a na-eme ebe ahụ ihe a na-eme ebe ahụ nwere isi. Mgbe mmadụ ga-abịa wuo ego n'iru gị dịka 4-3 times, you feel that now your thinking will change immediately. Your mentality will change immediately. You only think about money, how to meet this guy, and the guy will give you money, before you know it, he starts smoking, and before you know it, he open a chain. So Peter Obi is not seeing all those things. Now when it comes to basic akwụsa night vigil, what about ndị omenala? Ndị omenala. I think never freedom of worship in this country. But I'm beginning to see that not when they see that na Christian amanwu mmiri tọgbọ iko, mana kama kwa Christian ga-awụ mmiri tọgbọ iko ka ha wuo ndu ngawụ. For this thing Peter Obi kwu, I don't think more in next election say for man win, because me in particular, like in next election, because of this in okwu, I will not do it again. Because now I'm beginning to see what is inside him that he has been hiding since. I'm not saying that no good mado, I'm not saying no melinka, but for him to open up his mouth, because all these things only make it able to tell you that now Christian is the problem of this country. And he did not say it when he was doing his campaign. Where he's going to lose a lot. He now is saying that he wants to turn night vigil into night work. But when you are doing your campaign, Ibagana church, he went to Dunamis. Ibaga from one church to another. So if you're a Christian, but why putting but you're a Christian? If you don't believe in it, why going to church? If you think church is the problem of this country, why did you go to church during campaign? Give many jewe obodun. Give many jewe obodun. Mo jewe maybe in the obodo. But you went to church because if you never and get a vote, mana Chineke na bogo gike. Mkana imambo that president As long as that's not your agenda, you will not be that president. Neither will you, even in next election or even in next one, you talk about win. Obuhana no ya be Igbo n'obi to do na this country. It's not going to work, my brother. Go and rethink. Thank you so much. Onye ka nsị ka m tinye na nke m. Ndị omenala ngwa ahapụrụ unu okwu kwuwezie mgbe ha nọ n'ụwa na social media kwuwezie unu na-afụgo supporters. Biko like alụ click like, comment, share this video ma subscribe. Ya gaziere unu.
Peter Obi, it's your choice. Peter Obi, it's not God. All the men of God saying that Peter Obi is God's choice. It is because he is the only one who looks different from everybody. But it's the face. His face looks different. He's much younger than Tinubu. He's much younger than Atiku. So he looks different. But we never know the heart of a man until he becomes the president. Are you understanding what I'm saying?
Back to the place of prayer and seek God for his mercy, because your downfall is not far from you. Do you know what it is now? If not, Obi was the president of Nigeria. But when all men served him and bowed to him and said, "You will rule," and God said, I will rule, Abi. Okay, come and rule, let me see you. He never acknowledged God in his process. He acknowledged his wisdom, his tactics of how to make Nigeria better, but he never involved God in those tactics.
Peter Obi, it's your choice. Peter Obi, it's not God. All the men of God saying that Peter Obi is God's choice. It is because he is the only one who looks different from everybody. But it's the face. His face looks different. He's much younger than Tinubu. He's much younger than Atiku. So he looks different. But we never know the heart of a man until he becomes the president. Are you understanding what I'm saying? We never know the heart of a man until he becomes a president. So he's much different in his look. He's much different in his speech. You understand? He looks much different. Very correct. He's very young. He's very young. Very younger. Looks different from Baba Blue. He looks different from Atiku. He looks different from every other person. Are you understanding what I'm saying? He looks different. This is where the president is, not the face, not his speech, not the way he wants to help the economy. Are you understanding me? But it's here. This is where the presidency of Nigeria is not here. It's here. The heart. The Bible said the things of the word, it's in the heart. You understand? Not here. It's the heart. Are you understanding me? We are so emotional. Even I see a lot of pastors who doesn't have vision, who doesn't even see anything for anybody, who doesn't even see anything. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Nothing. Aha. You see them talking like they have revelation.
Back to the place of prayer and seek God for his mercy, because your downfall is not far from you. Do you know what it is now? If not, Obi was the president of Nigeria. But when all men served him and bowed to him and said, "You will rule," and God said, I will rule, Abi. Okay, come and rule, let me see you. He never acknowledged God in his process. He acknowledged his wisdom, his tactics of how to make Nigeria better, but he never involved God in those tactics. But Jodama, everywhere he goes, he said, even God have assigned it. He said, "Look, it's my turn." That if God knows that it is his, how can that man, a Muslim, tell you that God even know? Then the one that is a Christian couldn't recognize God. Thank you. Christianity. Thank you. Christianity. Thank you. Thank you. They now told you, what will you give to God? You said you can't vow. You can't vow. But Tinubu vows to God in his place of secret. Huh? According to the history, up to today, there is some certain millions of naira in Lagos that still goes to church. Tinubu, a Muslim man. There are some certain millions in Lagos State that goes to church. I'll tell you the name of the church. That the moment that money, that month, that year gets now, that money goes to the church. As a Muslim, then you as a Christian, I stand. I just pastor said stand. Continue. A Muslim knows what it takes to give to God. You that is a Christian, amen. You that is a Christian, you are taking church for granted. You are calling pastors thief. How can you call pastor thief and call Christianity scam and you want to become? You won't become. It's the only man as a Muslim who is giving to the church yearly to God till tomorrow, till he dies. That money goes. I'm aware of it too. You as a Christian, continue. Give and it shall be given unto you. Good measure. And I see people, let me tell you, let me give you a little secret before we continue. Few months, he will disappear from Nigeria. And when he goes, he's going to come with that surgery. They will now put more blood in his system. They remove, bring new implant, change. And when he comes back, he'll be coming more younger. That I said, Tinubu will die. And his vice will take over. Thank you. It's 8 years you rule for it. The moment he crosses the first year, you rule. 8 years. The court will disappoint you all of you. None of you will see the victory in the judiciary system. Tinubu will win. I understand what I'm saying? Listen, it will take prayer to remove Tinubu. It will not take noise making. It will not take what? Protest. It will take prayer. Nigeria, stop making noise, shouting. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Go and pray. That's what God said. Go and what? Go and pray. Stop this noise making. Your cry does not change things. It is prayer that changes things. So go and pray. All the men of God in the altar, call your men, your women, your daughters, your sons. All of you lock yourself and pray. Shouting from the altar. Not to happen. And where do we are? Like, if you like, hire 50 son, lawyer, bishop. I'm not in support of Labour Party. I'm not in support of Buhari. I'm not in support of Tinubu. I'm not in support of anybody. Who becomes the president will rule you people. Me, my president is God. And the man called, what's his name? A Catholic priest, Reverend Father Mbaka. Reverend Father Mbaka being suspended or being taken to the monastery and the rest of and people are celebrating Reverend Mbaka going into the monastery or whatever they call it. You see, God is still saying it, that the Igbo will only divide themselves if they don't come together. The words of Mbaka can be a problem to Peter Obi if we are not careful. So don't feel like those words will come to pass. Those words might come to pass if you are not, if the Obi, whatever they call it, you understand? I'm not supporting any politician. I'm only supporting the message of God. If you are not careful, his words will come to pass, because at that point, God listens to his words. God listens to his servant's words, not the congregational words. And God is saying, pray for the mercy of God upon Peter Obi. Don't fight what Mbaka have said. Rather, pray for the mercy of God. Don't fight it. If you fight it, it will come to pass. But if you pray for his mercy, God will protect Obi. But for now, do not call Mbaka names. He's still a man of God. Are you understanding me? That one shouldn't be a problem. Just wait for the other man to come out. What is his name? Nnamdi Kanu. You people will understand better. Mbaka didn't do anything. Don't accuse a man. There is always a fault. Pray for the mercy of God upon the life of Peter Obi.